Welcome back to my YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today I am going to talk about The Outer Worlds. Just doing a quick review over here of the game, and well, actually, it's not going to be a quick review. I got quite a bit of information, and I also do have a few stream clips as kind of a special treat to show some of the dialogue. Essentially, what you're seeing here is just footage of me playing and screwing around. Just so you can see the graphics, the atmosphere, etc., the game, the combat, things of that nature. So let's dive on in here, and I'll give you my opinion of how I feel about the game. Going to start off with, I feel the graphics are actually really great. The atmosphere feels very realistic. I feel like when I land on an alien planet, I'm actually on an alien planet. Just everything about it, the clouds, the plants, just the whole atmosphere, the terrain. The Obsidian has really dug into the whole atmosphere of the game. The sounds are, I feel, pretty good. The pistol I have here is called the Bolter pistol. It's actually a laser pistol, and it makes a nice pew pew pew. Actually, it fires in bursts, so it does make a pew pew pew. The sniper rifle, it just sounds like a big, mean, nasty bolt action sniper rifle. The sounds of footsteps, the way people talk, things of that, even the atmosphere sounds such as wind and things like that, feels really good. The only thing I actually felt kind of let down about was the shotguns. I felt the shotguns just they sort of sound like shotguns, but to me they didn't sound mean enough. That's more or less a nitpick. Companions are very interesting and easy to use. It's a system that the companions actually adds buffs. They add certain buffs to your character. So that's a nice, I feel, unique way of doing it. The other thing about it is there's like a lot of quests you can go through with your companions. The other nice thing about the companions is when you have companions with you, they actually will interact with one another. And even when they're not with you, like say they're on the ship, they will actually interact with each other. I've gotten Max and Ellie here multiple times, drinking beer and smoking cigarettes, just hanging out, talking about different things. NPC interactions is very interesting, very good. The voice dialogue is generally A+ in my opinion. Some of the facial dialogue is just amazing. There's some facial dialogue that's just not the greatest, but generally, even with the voice acting, some of it's not the greatest. But generally speaking, throughout the whole game, a lot of the interactions has been very pleasurable, very enjoyable, and very fun. There's lots of side quests to this game. Now, I want to throw out here that the main quest really isn't that meaty. There's not a whole lot to the main quest. The main quest to me is more like the potatoes, and the side quest is the meat. That's where all the meat's coming from. You have 6 different companions. Each companion has their own side quest to work through. Some of them kind of multiple side quests. You have different things that you can do for different people, and you can really go in depth here with the side quest, and it really makes it all work out, and it gives you a more real feel of the game. Atmosphere is very good. Like I said earlier, when I'm on an alien planet, I feel like I'm in an alien planet. When I'm in some kind of workstation, I feel like I'm in a workstation. If I'm in an office building, I feel like I'm in an office building, etc., etc. And especially the night, being out at night on the First World Terra 2, it's pretty interesting because you can actually see the stars and you can actually see a local planet and things like that. So it just really adds to the atmosphere of the whole game. Very little glitching. Yeah, I'm going to highlight that one. I want to say that one. Imagine me saying that with all caps. There is next to no glitching. The only glitches I know of, I've ran into two different playthroughs, ran into 2 of them. I want to say the companion helmet removal is a glitch. Once you put a helmet on your companion, it cannot be removed. Now, it can be hidden, but it can't be removed. It can still be swapped. Essentially, you just put a new helmet over top the old helmet and it swaps them out. But you can't remove a helmet from that slot. That's not a big deal. It can be worked around. You can still work on the helmet, things like that. I've actually found no real problems with the fact that helmets are not removable, and have made it work out really well. And in my 2 playthroughs, I have only seen 2 enemies stuck. One was in a wall, one was in the ground. The fact that I've gone through 2 complete playthroughs and have only seen 2 enemies amazes me. I have seen no crashes, I've seen no audio glitches, I've seen no graphic glitches. I haven't seen things like people sticking halfway through a wall trying to kill me, or a door. So yeah, the glitches just are not there. I want to say A plus to Obsidian for that. That's just, I was really surprised, especially the fact that the game's extremely stable even. I feel the game has very good replay value, top-notch replay value, really, because you can change how you do things. Obviously, sometimes you miss something in the first playthrough I found in my second playthrough, such as in my second playthrough, I've actually found the science weapons, where my first playthrough, I didn't really stick my neck out to find them. But there's other things too, different weapons, different interactions with people, how they react to things is a little different, things like that. They're already showing mod support for the game. There's already mods actually on Nexus Mods for the Outer Worlds. I feel that's actually really nice, and that's going to give the game some longevity, such as it did for Fallout New Vegas. There's still a lot of people out there playing and enjoying Fallout New Vegas because the mod community is keeping the game alive. I like the fault system. You can actually take faults or flaws, if you will, and add a debuff. You essentially add a debuff for a perk, such as one I took was, I did take the robot phobia. I did see that one. I don't remember what the other one was titled, but I took a little additional plasma damage and got a perk out of that even. The flaws, they're not big, they're not big deals. It did not really change on how I did things whatsoever. So it worked out just fine for there, and having that extra perk was nice. Okay, now I'm going to go on to the neutral part of this, and what I'm going to start with is no real surprise on how missions plays out. Basically, as you're playing through a mission and you're interacting with people, you can generally tell if your interactions are good or if your interactions are bad. That's not really a problem to me, but I'm going to put that in a neutral category because to some people that might actually be a problem. I felt it nice to know, kind of while things was unraveling, how was I, more or less, how was I playing this out, especially because in my first playthrough I kind of went psychopath and killed half the universe. In my second playthrough, I'm kind of doing this wisecracking good guy, and the playthroughs are much different, and how characters have been reacting in the 2 different playthroughs was nice. The game should have throwing weapons, such as knives, grenades, Molotov cocktails, axes, things of that nature. I don't know how many times I've sat back and go, boy, it sure would be nice to have a grenade right now, don't you think? Yeah. Thank you, Firefly, for that meme. The next thing that's a bit of a nitpick. Grenade launchers, I feel, should have its own ammo. Currently, right now, it uses its own ammo. And actually, I think also if grenade launchers would have had its own ammo type, it would have opened things up for additional grenade launchers. Basically, right now, you kind of have like this huge semi-automatic belt-fed grenade launcher. By grenade launchers having their own ammo, you could probably added in like pump action or lever action grenade launcher, as well as like a single shot or even double barrel grenade launcher. I also feel the game needs shotgun shells. Currently, shotguns are using light ammo. And that being said, I also feel shotguns are a bit weak. Shotguns to me have been very underwhelming, and essentially, unless I am up right on top of someone trying to use the shotgun, it's not very effective. In general, I feel that guns like the assault rifle and even pistols are a much better option over shotguns. How combat works. Now, I'm going to say is there is some decent mechanics in the combat. Much better, much less clunky than it was in, say, Fallout 4 even, or Fallout New Vegas. Um, but it isn't top notch. Now, that being said, I'm putting this in the neutral category because while I wasn't bugged by the combat system, uh, someone who might be expecting, a COD game or a tactical shooter would be disappointed in the combat. I knew that the combat was going to be. I was expecting the combat to be better than, say, uh, Fallout New Vegas, but I wasn't expecting a tactical shooter. Anyway, the bad. Generally, the ending feels stiff. It feels either good or bad, and that's really about it. Now, of course, there's the additional side quest adds different parts to it, such as this side, X side quest can be the good ending, Y side quest could be the bad ending, and Z quest could be the good ending. And that feels like the same way with the main quest, that it's either good or bad. There's no neutral or in between. Now, that's personal feelings. That's from 2 playthroughs. Obviously, I'm going to be playing the game more and just kind of messing around to see what I can catch on. The game is very story bound and interaction bound. And the only reason I'm putting this as it could be, this is kind of a bad, is some people may not really be interested in that. Maybe they just want to play shooty in a role-playing game. Personally, for me, the fact that the game was very story-bound, that there was a lot of interactions and things of that nature, I thought personally was great. That's what I was looking for. I was very pleased. So for me, it was the good section. For maybe you, that's kind of the bad section, I would guess. But anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap up this part of the review there, and I'm going to show you some interactions, some different NPC interactions. So I'm going to shut up now so you can listen to them, and you can get your opinion about them. These are actually clips from my stream that have been added into the video, and hopefully you enjoy them.
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
That was so worth it. What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
I heard that. I heard that.
So fucking worth it.
I told him
Hard to say. By my reckoning, Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever. My recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Did he just mention himself in the third person? Yeah. Everyone is retarded. I don't know about retarded, but fucking crazy.
Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna critic, Aetherwave personality, chairman of the board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You know, you keep talking about yourself in the third person. I like that. I think I'll kill you last.
Jimmy'd opened the vending machines. That lasted a good couple of months. Eventually, I had to resort to more unconventional means of filling my insides.
I can translate the book for you. It's too late for that. I threw away my life chasing fairy tales. Will punishing you fix any of that? Of course not. But by law, it will make me feel a whole lot better. I wholeheartedly concur. Now, where were we? Oh, that's right. I was about to beat you. Severely.
Wait, stop! Please, just listen to me.
Yeah, beat
It
his
was
ass.
stolen from some sort of expert on philosophism. Weird hermit lady on Scylla. My father used to deliver supplies to the mining outpost there. What? No!
We've got a fight.
They won't try that again.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship.
You were
Working on a
so
real
Kaylee.
engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling. I've worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but
So anyway, folks, hopefully you enjoyed the footage and my hearing my opinion about how I feel about the Outer Worlds, and yeah, like that. My opinion about the game is, well, it was an RPG that I was looking for. I've been pretty well looking for a successor to Fallout New Vegas for a long time. I felt Fallout 4 was not it, and I felt Fallout 76 was just a huge letdown. And I really haven't found a game since then that really appealed to me in the RPG market. Finally, the Outer Worlds comes along, and thank God we have Obsidian because, yeah, the Outer Worlds came along. Anyway, folks, thank you once again for watching the video. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Also, hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content for the Outer Worlds, because I do have some Outer Worlds video projects in plan for the future. Thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a good day.